last 2 days, I couldn't do anything. Like I was, like in the office until 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So I didn't do anything. But before that, I did practice, everything.
Okay. So you didn't practice about instance and static variable.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Sorry.
You did not practice
Yeah.
instance and static variable, right?
Yeah, I did not. Yes.
Okay, no problem. Today we are discussing about the same. We will look some examples. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay.
it will be your revision also.
Mm-hmm.
So first, I want to just ask one or two simple questions, like when we should create the instance variable and when we should go for the static variable.
Uh, so, if we have a variable which is not changing, um, from object to object, then it is recommended to declare the variable as static variable.
Yeah.
And uh, for instance variable, it is also um,
Like just opposite of static.
yeah, so when it is not changing from object to object.
No, when it is the static variable is what, when we should go for the static variable, when the object value is not changing, when the value of a variable is not changing from object to object. Okay.
Yeah.
And when
Mm-hmm.
we should go for the instance, when the in when the variable value is changing from object to object. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we
Yeah.
should go for the static.
Mm-hmm.
And static variable stored inside heap area, sorry, inside method area, and
Yeah.
instance variable stored inside the heap area.
Yeah.
Okay. And the life of instance variable is depend on the object, and the life of static variable is depend on what?
Uh,
Is depend on class.
Class. Okay.
Okay. That's why it is called as class level variable, and instance is called as object level variable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
uh,
Yeah.
so we will just simply write some example, and you will be going to tell the output. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just declaring int x is equal to 10, and here, yeah, and I'm just writing a method. Okay. Here I just want to print x, and for this I should call this method. So how should I call? M, by using the reference variable, and the reference variable is what? M1, sorry, ms. Ms is the
And
reference variable, and on ms I'm calling m1 method. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
what will be the output of this program? Like just trace it by drawing the object and all. Just trace it and just try to recall the previous things. You can take help of your notes also.
Yeah. So there are two uh, MS and M1.
Yeah,
So
ms is reference variable. Yeah, like you can just change, like this s is reference variable. If you are
mm-hmm.
confusing that. Okay. So on reference variable, I'm calling m1 method. Then control will come here. Then controller will do the activity like whatever it
Uh,
is doing.
the output is 10
And may I know that why? That
because
the tracing? Yeah.
yeah. So first, it will search for in which is I mean it is calling s dot m1, right? So it will come to the uh, yeah, I don't know what that is called, like static void
M1, this is method.
method. Yeah, it will call this method and it will then see what output it needs to print, because it says system.out.println and of then the value is x. So first we have declared, then it will go to uh, the variable int and then it will print 10.
Okay, but it will throw a error, and you know why? Because one thing I told you that it is in a sense variable, and this area is static, so we cannot access instance variable inside static area directly. Okay,
Okay,
we
okay,
have to just pull. We have to use with the reference variable or with the object.
okay.
Okay, so it will
Mhm.
throw a error,
Okay.
and you know the reason why.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so here what will happen, just jvm will come to this, and it will create an object that is s. Okay, s is
Mhm.
reference variable, it is pointing to the my class object. And in my class, is there any instance variable? Yes, there is. That is x, and value is 10. Okay, then
Mhm.
what is happening, on reference variable we are calling m1 method. Then control will go to the m1 method, and it is what static method. It will come inside this method, and it will look that here we are printing x, and x is what type? It is instance type. Then
Mhm.
compiler will give the error.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's
Yeah.
see. And what error will it show? Can you judge? Like we are trying to access instance variable inside the static area, so it will show like non-static variable cannot be referenced by the static area and context.
Okay.
Okay, just
Yeah.
Java C, my class do Java, and you can see the error.
Mhm. Non-static variable x cannot be referenced from a static context. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So what if I remove the static? Now what will be the output of this program?
The output will be 10 now
Okay, and why it is 10?
because we are not trying to access it from a static uh, method.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Compilation is fine.
Mhm.
Now Java and then class name. Class name is what? My class. So output is what? 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can yeah, just let me some more things. Static y is equal to 20, and then I want to print. Now what will be the output of this program?
So x will be printed as 10, but for y there will be an error because
Mhm.
uh, the variable y is static.
Okay. No, but what will happen that static is global variable and we can static anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
like I told you that we can static variable directly as well, and also we can call the static variable with the class name because it is class level variable, and we
Mm-hmm.
can access the static variable with the object reference and
Mm-hmm.
also with the object.
Okay.
Okay, so it
Mm-hmm.
will not going through any error. It will just simply print 10, and for this it will print the 20 and the flow will be same.
Okay. So as far as what I understood is, like from a static method,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot access a variable which is not static, but
Yep.
you can access a static variable from just a method.
Hmm. Just write down 2 points so you can recall whenever you
Mm-hmm.
forget. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we can access instance variable directly from the instance area. Like here we are accessing the instance variable directly, but the area is what? Instance area.
Directly from the.
Instance area. We can access instance variable directly from the instance area.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot access instance variable directly from static area. We cannot access instance variable directly from static area. Okay. And next point likhna, we can access static variable.
Mm-hmm.
We can access static variable directly from both areas, instance and static. We can access static variable directly from instance area and from static area also.
Okay.
Okay, just I'm writing one more example for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if I'm making static and I want to print this y, now what will be the output?
20.
20 and y.
Because we are accessing a static method, uh,
Yes,
and the variable is also static.
yeah. Okay, right. So
Yeah.
let's see. Identify. Yeah. Here I did not declare the data type. That's why it is giving error.
Oh, okay. Int. Yeah, yeah. I got
Okay. Yeah, it's not your problem.
it. Mm,
I did the mistake.
mm,
Yeah, compilation is fine and the output will be 20.
20.
Okay.
Mm, okay.
Okay. So now let's just write a tricky example.
Mm-hmm.
So here, okay, I just want to change the value of x is equal to 100 also s1 value s1 dot y is equal to 200, and then just make it in a sense and just call it on the s s dot m1 here I just want to print both the variables value. Yeah. Now you just trace it and just tell me the exam output.
Mm, so S and S1. So
Yeah, you can do.
first X is 10 and then Y is 20 and S for S1 is 10 and 20. So then S dot X is, so it's changing to 100. S1 dot Y is changing to 200. So S1 dot M1, we're calling that, so M1, S dot M1, M1. So this method will, then it will go to S dot M1. S dot M1 will be 120 is the output.
120. Okay, let's check
Yeah.
it. Here controller will come here first, and
Mm-hmm.
the S variable is pointing to this object, and also the S1 is pointing to this object. Is there any
Yeah.
instance variable? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that is X value is 10, and for this also value is 10. Now the static variable is also there, so we are creating a single copy for all the objects. They will share this copy. What you told the output?
I said 10, 120.
120. Okay. So now what is happening? S dot x, S dot x is equal to 100, and S1 dot y is equal to 200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now
Mm-hmm.
M1 is calling on S.
Mm-hmm.
S is calling M1. Now
Mm-hmm.
control will come to here, and now S S dot x, S dot x is equal to 100. So output will be 100 for this, and S dot y, because we are calling M1 on X,
Mm-hmm.
S, sorry. Okay. So S dot y is equal to 200. So the output will be 200 because the static variable copy will be same for all the objects. It is
Okay.
not changing from object to object.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just compile a thing. Java C compilation is perfectly fine, and the output is 100 and 200.
Okay.
Got the logic?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let me just clear this screen. Okay. Just now we'll see only one example. This value is 100. This value is 200. And now I want to just first hold M1, and here what I want to do, just let me copy this thing and just let me print. This is S dot x and S dot y, and this is S1 dot x and S1 dot y. And here just I want to do what? I just want to reassign the value x is equal to 1000 and y is equal to 2000. Okay. I just want to write one method also, m2, like we can declare any number of method in a class. I just
Mhm.
want to reassign the value to the x, like it will be 3000. Okay. And now I just want to call m2 method on, I just want to print this thing here. And now on ms1 I just want to call m2 method. Okay. Now
Mhm.
I just want to print the same thing again. It will, it is the combination of all the things whatever we done about the static and instance. So just
Okay.
press it very carefully and just take your time,
Mhm.
but press it properly.
So I will create two objects S and S1. Uh, and since we have static that will remain same, y equals 200. So let me first x equals 100 for s dot x. So x equals 100 and s1. Okay, and sorry, wait. S dot x is equal to 100. Wait, I am.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
you can take your
yeah,
time.
yeah, okay. S dot m1. M1 is this. Wait, S dot x is 100 and
Just draw the object and just perform the changes on that object. Then you will get the answer easily.
S dot y is 200 and then S1 dot x S1 dot x is again 100 and S1 dot y is again 200. And now S1 dot, okay, now we're calling S dot M1 method. So in this S dot X this will change to 1000 and S dot Y will remain, S dot Y will remain, no, it will change to 2000. Um, so, okay, okay, wait. So the first will be 100, then 100, 200 and 200 and then 1000. S dot x is 1000, S dot y is 2000, S1 dot x is S1 dot x, S dot m1. So S1 dot x will change to 1000 and S1 dot y will change to 2000. And for S1 dot m2 method 2, S dot x will change to 3000 and S dot y will remain 2000 and S1 dot x, S1 dot x will be 3000 and s1 dot y will be 2000. Yeah, so for what output I think is for s dot x, it will be 100,
100 for this,
200,
200,
and 100,
100,
and 200.
200, okay. And for this,
And for this one, it's 1000,
1000,
2000, and 1000, and 2000.
2000, okay. And for this,
For this will be 3000, 2000, and 3000, and 2000.
okay, now let's do it.
Yeah.
So first, we will create an object that is S, and the second one is S1.
Mm-hmm.
This will point this. Is there any instance variable? Yes, that is
Yeah.
X.
Mm-hmm.
Value is 100. For this, value is also 100. And there is a static variable also. So we will
Mm-hmm.
create a separate copy, that is Y, and value is 200. Now we are printing. So s dot x, s dot x is 100. S dot y,
Mm-hmm.
s dot y is 200. S1
Mm-hmm.
dot x, s1 dot x is 100. S1 dot y, s1 dot y is 200. Now
Mm-hmm.
I just call to m1 on s. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here the controller will come here, and now s dot x, because I'm calling this on s only. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
calling on s1. So
Mm-hmm.
this will be s dot x and s dot y. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
s dot x, the value will become
1000.
1000, and for s dot y, the value will become 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to print s dot x. S dot x is 1000.
Mm-hmm.
S dot y, S dot y 2000. S1 dot x, S1 dot x is 100.
100. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And S1 dot y, S1 dot y is 2000.
2000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I just call M2 method on for S1 only. So controller will come here, and this will become S1 because I'm calling on S1.
S1.
Okay. So S1 dot x is equal to 3000,
3000. Yeah.
and for this the value will be same.
Yeah.
So s dot x is equal to
1000.
1000,
Mm-hmm.
1000. S dot y, s dot y is 2000.
Mm-hmm.
S1 dot x, S1 dot x is 3000.
Yeah.
S1 dot y is equal to 2000. Okay.
2000.
So
Yeah.
okay, now you
Yeah.
can take the screenshot of this.
Yeah. I wrote it.
Okay, okay. Just let me compile the thing.
Mm-hmm.
JavaScript, and yeah. So our output it was 100, 200, 100, 200, and 1000, 2000, 100, 2000,
Mm-hmm.
1000, 2000, 100, 2000, and now
Mm-hmm.
1000, 2000, 3000, 2000, 1000, 2000, 3000, and 2000. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just practice more and more.
Okay.
You can take any example, like you can define 3 method, 5 method, any number of method you can define, and you can just uh, reassign the value on that method.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like that you can practice. Now just write the difference between instance and static variable,
Mhm.
and just draw a table like that. On this side just write instance variable, on this side just write static variable. Okay, and
Mhm.
the first difference is what? Just
That
yeah, yeah, you,
this uh, it doesn't change from object to object, like
yeah,
um, and static changes from object to object.
no, it doesn't change, is change.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just write the differences, like there
Mhm.
are 7 to 8 differences between both the variables. Just write it
Mhm.
down. I'm just
Okay.
telling.
Mhm.
If the value of a variable is changing object to object, then if the value of a variable changing object to object,
Mhm.
then we should make that variable as instance. Then we should make that variable as instance.
Make that variable as instance.
As instance. Like we
Oh,
should not use the static keyword for that
okay.
variable. Okay. And
Mhm.
if the value of a variable is not changing to from object to object, if the value of a variable is not changing from object to object, then we should make that variable as static. Then we should make that variable as static. And the second difference is done.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, done.
Okay. The second difference is what? For all the object, there will be a separate copy of instance variable. For all the object, there will be a separate copy of instance variable, and on the other hand, for all the object, there will be only a single copy for static variable of static variable.
Yeah.
Okay. For all the
Mhm.
object, there will be only a single copy of static variable. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the third difference is, yeah, instance variable will be created at the time of object creation. Instance variable will be created at the time of object creation, and it will be destroyed at the time of object destruction. And it will be destroyed at the time of object destruction.
Okay.
On the other hand, uh,
Mhm.
static variable will be created at the time of class loading. Static variable will be created at the time of class loading, and it will be destroyed and it will be destroyed at the time of class unloading.
Yeah.
Okay, and the fourth difference is instance variable stored inside heap area. Instance variable stored inside heap area.
Okay.
Static variable stored inside method area. Static variable stored inside method area.
Okay.
Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
about declaration, we can declare instance variable directly in the class. We can declare instance variable directly in the class.
Okay.
And other hand, we can declare static variable also directly in class. We can declare static variable also directly in class, but with static modifier. We can say static keyword also, but with static modifier.
Okay.
And how can we access? We can access instance variable through reference variable. We can access instance variable through reference variable or
Mm-hmm.
object.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, we can access static variable through reference variable and directly and with the class name. We can access static variable through reference variable
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
by using class name and directly also.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the 7 differences. Reference variable is also known as object level variable or attribute.
I mean, instance variable.
Yeah, instance variable is also known as object level variable and attribute. On the other hand, static variable is also known as class level variable and field. Class level variable and fields.
Okay.
And the last difference is we can access instance variable only inside instance area directly. We can access instance variable only inside instance area directly.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, we can access static variable from the instance area and also from the static area. We can access static variable from the instance area and also from the static area.
Mm-hmm.
That all are the differences between instance and static. Now just by looking that differences only, you can recall all the things about static and innocence, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. So we were discussing about the division two variables, and
Mhm.
inside we were discussing about the division two variables, and
Mhm.
inside division two there are three variables. Remember,
Mhm.
the first one is innocence,
Mhm.
the second one is static, and the third one is local variable.
Yeah.
So we will just study about the local variable now. Okay.
Mhm.
So what is local variable? And अभी तक अपन ने जो भी वेरिएबल बनाए वो अपन ने
Mhm.
क्लास के अंदर डिक्लेयर किए, ठीक है?
Yeah.
अपन ने कोई भी वेरिएबल मेथड के अंदर नहीं बनाया अभी तक. तो अगर अपन को टेम्परेरी रिक्वायरमेंट के लिए कोई वेरिएबल बनाना है जो अपन सिर्फ पर्टिकुलर मेथड या फिर किसी पर्टिकुलर ब्लॉक में ही यूज करना चाहते हैं, ठीक है,
Mhm.
तो अपन क्या कर सकते हैं, इसके अंदर जो भी अपन वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करेंगे, लाइक अगर मैं यहाँ पे कोई वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करती हूँ,
Mhm.
लाइक इंट z अगर मैं यहाँ पे डिक्लेयर करती हूँ, तो ये वेरिएबल क्या होगा, ये लोकल वेरिएबल होगा. ये
Mhm.
इसको अपन केवल इस मेथड के अंदर ही एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. अगर मैं इसको रेफरेंस वेरिएबल के साथ में या फिर ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ में अगर मैं बाहर एक्सेस करना चाहूंगी, देन आई कैन नॉट, बिकॉज इट
Okay.
इज रेस्ट्रिक्टेड फ्रॉम द
Mhm.
ऑरेकल.
Mhm.
अगर अपन किसी मेथड में कोई वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं, देन अपन उस मेथड के अंदर ही उस वेरिएबल को यूज कर सकते हैं. वी कैन नॉट एक्सेस this method variable outside this method.
Okay.
That is what local variable.
Mhm. So it's only for that method.
Yeah, for that method. And if we are writing a variable inside a block, like if is a block,
Mhm.
this. Okay.
Mhm.
So if I'm writing like if a is equal to 10, then come inside and just create a variable and just do anything with this. Okay. So
Mhm.
we will just see the example. First write two lines.
Mhm.
The requirement is clear.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So and जैसे स्टैटिक वेरिएबल स्टोर होता है मेथड एरिया में, एंड इनसेंस वेरिएबल स्टोर होता है हीप एरिया में, उसी तरह
Mhm.
से जो लोकल वेरिएबल होता है वो स्टोर होता है स्टैक एरिया में.
Okay.
ओके. 5 एरियाज मैंने बताए थे आपको, जेवीएम के पास
Mhm.
में 5 एरिया होते हैं,
Mhm.
पीसी रजिस्टर एंड नेटिव पीसी रजिस्टर. ओके.
Okay.
तो जस्ट हेडिंग डालना लोकल वेरिएबल,
Mhm.
and inside a local variable just write point number 1. Sometime for temporary requirement, sometime for temporary requirement we can define variables inside a method or inside a block. Sometime for temporary requirement we can define a variable inside method or a block. These types of variable are known as local variable. These types of variable are known as local variable. Local variable will be created when the method, local variable will be created when the method or block will be executed. Local variable will be created when that method or block will be executed, and it will be destroyed, and it will be destroyed when that method or block execution finished, and it will be destroyed when the method or that block execution is finished. Hence we can say the life of a local variable hence we can say the life of a local variable will totally depend on that method or that block. Totally depend will totally depend on that method or that block.
Okay.
Okay, and the last point is local variable stored inside stack area. Local
Inside.
variable stack area stack
Mm-hmm.
stack stack. Local variable stored inside stack area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now just have examples. Okay, just let me clear all the things. Okay, this is stat and main method.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and who calls main method? JVM.
JVM.
JVM will call main method, and inside this method, I'm just declaring one variable that is x
Mm-hmm.
equal to 10,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just writing if block. This is
Mm-hmm.
method, and this is what block. Okay, so here I'm just writing if x is equal to 10, then do this activity. Then just I'm creating a one more variable inside this particular block, that is 20, and here I just want to print system.output println. I just firstly want to print x, and now I just want to reassign the value to the y. No, I just want to print y also. Okay. Yeah. So let's trace it.
Yeah. So x is equal to 10, and the local variable is x equals to 10, and so for the local variable, if you wrote if, so there you don't give int.
No, I'm just checking this variable. I'm just making a condition for this variable. Okay, just let me trace. First,
Mhm.
controller will come to here, and then
Mhm.
there is a in a sense variable that value is x. Now
Mhm.
I'm just writing a if block. I just want to check a condition, and I just want to perform some activity. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you want to check any condition, then you can
Mhm.
use if block. Okay.
Mhm.
So I just want to make sure that if the x value is equal to 10, only that
Mhm.
time it should perform this activity.
Okay.
Okay. So is x equal to 10? Yes.
Yes.
X value is 10. So x
10.
is
Yeah.
equal to 10. Then
Mhm.
controller will come inside this block, and
Mhm.
now here there is one another variable that is
Mhm.
20, and this variable is for only the if block, because I'm declaring inside the if block, and this variable is for this method, this main method. And okay, so here I just want to print x. Okay, so the x value is what, 10,
10.
and I just want to print y, and the y value is 20.
20.
So just see the output. This is local variable of main method. This is local variable of if block.
Okay.
Okay, just compile thing. Compilation is fine, and the output is what, 10 and 20.
Okay.
Okay, now I just want, just take the screenshot of this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Done.
Done. Okay, let me first clear the thing. I just want to print insert this main method, and I just want to reassign the value to y. Y is equal to y plus 5. Okay, now I just, okay, just let me print here also the previous value and the after value. Okay, now what will be the output of this program? Just test it.
Actually, can you tell me once again? So, if x equal to 10 is a condition
Yeah,
where I'm writing if x is equal to 10,
then come to this block and
come to
do the activity.
so
Mhm.
then int y is equal to 20, is it not common for the entire thing?
It is a variable, it is a local variable of if block. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and I'm just not calling on any any reference variable. I'm just
Okay.
simply print.
Mm-hmm.
So just trace it.
So I think the output will be 10,
Hmm.
and 20, and y is equal to y plus 5 is 25. So that won't print any output because uh, it doesn't have the print. But this system.out.println, I think that will throw an error
Okay,
because
and why?
that is not I mean, y is declared as a local for that thing, and it's not for this. So I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you are right.
Okay.
Y is only for the if block, and here if block is starting, and here if block is ending. So the life of this variable is only for this. Okay,
Yeah.
and if we just try to access outside this area, then we
Mhm.
will get compile time error.
Okay. So one more thing.
Mhm.
So whenever first you compile, even though the entire program runs, it will first throw, where it fails, it will throw a compile time error, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, just see. Yeah, what is it? It is saying that cannot find the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Symbol is what, variable y,
Mm-hmm.
and why it cannot find, because we declare here, and ये यहाँ
Mm-hmm.
पे स्टार्ट हुआ। एक लोकल वेरिएबल की लाइफ कितनी होती है, उस मेथड या ब्लॉक तक ही होती है, ठीक है।
Mm-hmm.
तो
Yeah.
यहाँ पे इसकी लाइफ स्टार्ट हुई इस कर्ली ब्रेसेस से इसकी लाइफ स्टार्ट हुई एंड यहाँ पे इसकी लाइफ एंड हो गई, एंड इसकी एंड होने के बाद में अपन इसको एक्सेस करना चाहते हैं, जबकि ये तो यहीं पे डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया ये वाला वेरिएबल, ठीक है।
Yeah.
अब अगर अपन इसको यहाँ पे अगर अपन इसको एक्सेस करने की ट्राई करेंगे तो ये क्या बोलेगा, इसको वेरिएबल ये मिलेगा ही नहीं क्योंकि ये ऑलरेडी डिस्ट्रॉय हो चुका है, ठीक है। तो इसीलिए इसने क्या कर दिया, एरर थ्रो कर दिया। और अगर मैं इस एक्स को अगर मैं यहाँ पे प्रिंट करवाना चाहूँ, लाइक then what will be the output? I just want to print this. Yes. Now what will be the output?
So it will be 10, 20, 25 and 10.
Okay, and may I know the reason?
Because here we are using y is equal to y plus 5. So y, oh no, actually,
Yeah, you can take your time. Just trace it.
so 20 is not equal to 25.
No, the condition is only for the x. If it will pass the condition, then it will come inside this and it will perform the activity. Here I didn't write any condition, so it will not check.
Okay. So yeah, it is 25 and then the last one will be 10.
Last one will be 10. Okay. Because the 10 variable declare inside the main method, and main method start from here to here to line number 14. So this variable life will start from line number 3 to line number 14, and I'm accessing under line number 14. Okay. That's why it will print an output that is compile fine, and the output is 10, 20, 25 and 10. Okay. So for today, I think this is enough for your practice. कल अपन like start करेंगे.
Yeah.
टाइमिंग कल का टाइमिंग रहेगा मॉर्निंग आपके लिए, आई थिंक
आज ना
आपके लिए आज ही रहेगा.